Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining the Redington and Splunk session. We have Gaurav, our pre-sales consultant from Redington Value, who will be running throughout this session. We hope we will provide you all the information required, and you can go to the Q&A button on the right. At the end of the session, we will answer all your questions. Gaurav, over to you.
Thanks, Ragda. Hi, everyone. This is Gaurav. I'm an AC Splunk at Redington. Today, I'm going to giving you a demo on Splunk Phantom platform. The previous session, which we had on Phantom overview, where I have discussed all the criterias which you can take into consideration while selecting SOAR platform in your security operations center. And excuse me for that, and other details like architecture of the Phantom, how things works internally within the Phantom platform, and the services it helps through. Right. So today we go through all the features within the Phantom platform, key features, and then this platform. Let me tell you upfront, this platform being developed by me in a very short period of time. So there are a few things which you may not find it during the demo, but I'll still urge on those points, and hopefully you get the demo which I'm trying to deliver here. Okay, guys, this is a this is a main dashboard which you can see. We call it as a home screen, where you can see all the overview, all the activities that has been Phantom instances performing in your environment, SOC environment, including different resources here, different resources which are sending data to the Phantom, and then actions taken against it, and then the playbooks which has been run across in here. I hope you can see my mouse as well while hovering around the dashboard. This is going to be happening most of the time, guys. Yes. So the screen also can sort the filter. You can, filter by date, period here, and you can filter by all the sources, even and from by the user as well, just to see the details regarding the particular filter which you want to do. Apply the filter on. Then this is the third important point on the main dashboard here is the ROI automation summary, where you can where it calculates metrics such as time saved and dollars saved against the time saved based on how much work Phantom instance has done. That is, all the playbooks automation in terms of you have done it in your complete organization. Hope that's been clear. So before I leave this screen, I want to take you about showing the sources of data. Here you can see this is the we are in the home screen. These are all the features we're going to talk about today, mainly the key features. Let me talk about the sources of data. Here you can find all the sources of data which are sending the data to Phantom, like SIM, enterprise security, whether it is unstructured and structured data. Unstructured as in there is an email. You can send the email mailbox data as well. We're going to see the playbook around it as well down the line in the demo. As this is a demo environment, we are not able to see any sources configured here. If there are sources sending data, you will be seeing that sources above filters here. and labels are the filters which have been configured here. So those are the main about the sources, and you can configure even the fully functional REST API to push whatever data you want to push it to Phantom as well. So that also we can do it. Okay. So from here, so I have kept some kept uh, the the tabs open around it. So once I from here, I want to focus on three major components within the Phantom platform. One is apps, other is playbooks, and the other is mission control, whereas under in the source we'll find it out in time. So apps, what are apps? What apps basically? These are the integrations between Phantom and the external security data sources, technologies in your environment. Okay, the first, so there are around 230 plus Phantom apps available, a widely variety of popular security technologies. I think that is a huge number. If you take any SOAR platform which you have ready steady apps available where you can just deploy, configure an asset, and you're ready to use it in your environment directly. These Phantom apps accomplish connectivity to the APIs. So of course, whenever technology you try to integrate to, it will have some authorization level or authentication level through API. It should have API around it, of course. To and all the technologies which has been shown here has it, and they can be directly attached to these apps and trigger actions on those tools directly from here. Okay, on and particular incidents generated via data sources, sending it via SIM or via direct. So this framework has is very open, flexible, and extensible around it, because you can just directly open and configure it. If I app, you can just check in the configure new assets here. You can configure new apps as well if you go into the apps. Okay, so some of the there are app wizard as via app wizard you can do that. So modify. It's a lot of so you can create your own app. What I want to say with the app wizard, this will lead you through configuring inputs, actions, and generates. Of course, you need to know the Python coding to design any particular API calls and calls if you want to make to a third party data source if you have around in your environment, which app is not available within the Phantom. So you might have to do that, and Python is not that difficult, guys. So of course you need to have little bit coding, but it's not necessary. You should know the complete one. So all existing Phantom apps, can be modified, extended as well. So all source code is available to customers upon request. So if you request to Splunk, they will give you access and the codes around the apps. And you can find it into a GitHub as well. Whenever you design your own app, it will automatically load in here, and if you want to update into GitHub, you can do that as well. Okay. And that also the support community is there based approach. Community based approach is also there, where 30% of phantoms have been contributed community by the community members only, vendors, other vendors as well, partners also involved. Of course, there are customers too who have been working on this. So they also upload the new apps and actions around it, different technologies. This is improvement. This is so new apps are being published all the time. So the number of apps and improvement is always growing around it. So each app is contain a series of actions. So if I say it here, list of apps, I'll take you through. Okay. Excuse me, guys. So we can take a known app where you can see all the actions. I'll take my this is Exchange Exchange one. Here you can see this particular app. For example, take an action that allows to query the particular mailbox. You can do a querying on the mailbox. You can do copy of an email. You can do deletion of the email as well. So most of the you can also do polling, where this app will do a polling in a particular time period, so that the mailbox is checked all the time and checked against the threat intelligence configured within the Phantom. You can do configuration like different threat intelligence and design a playbooks around it. So I hope, guys, any questions on the apps, you can just throw it on the chat. So any specific tools if you're looking for, you're using on daily basis, you can try and search in here. I'll show you the community portal as well once we go further, where you can install a demo version in your own laptop. It's a OVF file which you can download directly, where you can use VMware to upload that OVF file and start running with the demo instance. So list of all apps also available on the Phantom website, as I said. We'll go through that in some time. Okay, so all releases come with the Phantom platform. So let's jump to a second key component, which is Phantom Playbooks. So Playbooks, represents mainly a repeatable, mundane task which you can start with. So basically, you can automate all the standard operating processes within your security operations center, which is where you can, analyst can do other tasks. So analyst is free for doing another task. You can also configure Phantom in such a way the first level 1 analysis can be done on the incidents directly or the known incidents as per the SOPs designed within the SOC environment. Okay, so this playbooks you can get many playbooks are already there in the GitHub repository. You can have an access there as well. and search for any other specific playbook which you are looking for. Mostly you will find it standard playbooks available in it. Okay. So mainly customer can use this platform to automate actions against different types of events in a number of different situations. Phantom is constantly releasing new playbooks, yeah, in the GitHub repository, and you can take those example and do your own automation. Um, going control you can do include version control as well. Doing so, reversion, commit messages, and more. You can do that. So let us take one example just to show you how Playbook works. I'll take one common example of phishing investigation. So here what we are doing is we say it's just an example. So this is a demo environment. We cannot resolve some of the assets. That's why this is there are 13 missing assets. It's finding it out. Right. So just wanted to make you explain how the playbook works here. So this is the start where you have attached to your mailbox. You're onboarding the data sources to your mailbox, and this you're monitoring for security standards for that particular mailbox. So you're forwarding those suspicious mails directly to the Phantom. And then usually what happens is this specific mailbox you having a problem, becomes analyst responsible to take each email from the mailbox and investigate IOCs, indicators of compromise on that particular mailbox. Need to have different tools for analysis, right? And determine if it is a phishing or a spam email. And this is a tedious process, of course, and you need multiple tools, tons of copy and paste work. Ingest email directly and take automated actions to investigate. And even remediate the issues associated with those emails. So Phantom can do that directly. So from our community phishing playbooks, this is a most the common investigation and mostly used to start using Phantom. Basically, so ingesting those emails directly from your mailbox, the app for Phantom it passes those emails in and extracted associated IOCs. I'll show you how it can do that in a mission control statement, where it takes some parameters from the email and as a key value format it extracts it and feeds it to the playbook. So on that those key indicators you can then run and quantify your playbook, right? Okay, so here is the base. Then so third-party reputation. So suppose you feed directly into action. This is a start. Here you're feeding the emails. From here you need to take into actions and directly by the indicators IOCs. You then take another action where you configure virus total or reversing labs, where it will check the reputation of the IP address or the email domain which has been coming to that particular mailbox. Then based on the output of that investigation, it does in here, it performs if and else if and else decision making logic over the data. And then if he determines, for example, say if it is a positive from virus total, it's greater than 0, then we want to hunt for a file for that environment using the endpoint tool or any endpoint tool which is available within the customer environment. Maybe it's a Carbon Black or Cyclones or Crowd Era or whatever. So if now in these cases, suppose it doesn't turn, it takes if it does, if it doesn't say return any value in the return, then maybe we want to detonate the file using any sandbox mechanism to get more information around that particular file or the IP address, which is whatever the operation you configure here. Right, and then the based of that output, you again then determine you need to hunt for that file. So that's what this playbook we is taking to us to do that. And then finally, you can use get info from your Active Directory or CMDB tool just to find out more information about any affected endpoints which are there in your environment, comparison to whatever the result which you get from here. And so that becomes your indicators. And in that, finally, we can prompt that prompt the analyst here to make a decision with all the information. Here, the circular box where circular block where it allows analysts to make a decision based on the investigation done in the playbook, and it can go into the analyst can go into mission control. We're just going to see that mission control in a while, right? If that confirms the email to be phishing, we can take the remediation action. In this case, we are simply deleting that file. Or you can take remediation action like by number of other things, mainly blocking the originating IP on the firewall, and then resetting a user password, or blocking a malicious file attachment hash onto the endpoint, right? Or creating a ticket into the ticketing system, many other things, right? So that way you can run your playbook. Now, if you want to suppose create your own actions, so here I can edit the playbook. I edit the playbooks here. Once here I can take edit. Sorry, can minimize just a minute. So zoom out. Yep. So if I say want to take actions from here, I can take another action. Here you can include run playbook directly to call another playbook from that particular action that you want to take. Then you can filter a block, or make a decision taking if else if statement, algorithm, decision making, or action blocks you can take, which then can allow you to take actions using the apps that we have installed. Like say, suppose if I want to take an action, add an action, these are the apps which are there You can see you can choose any DNS app. So suppose I want to look up within the app, there are these two actions you can see. So I want to, look up the IP. In the lookup IP, you have Google DNS asset. So you need to choose asset, and from that asset, what artifact you want to choose for the IP from the in data sources, source address, right? And then you save it. There you have your action box taken. So from here you can just go and attach to your again to if an else statement or any other actions until at the end you have to end the playbooks. If you want to, say, suppose start a new playbooks, you can design your own playbooks as well. So let me take here. This is the platform where you can design your own playbooks. Once you go to playbooks and start here, it's very simple, guys. You just take action, take any other API calls. If you want to make any API calls, you can use this. If you want to call any other playbook, you can call here, and then you can move that playbook results output to another point. If you want to do that, you can do that as well. And in the same run, you can also, the format is used here from the assets configuration and notification. So this is the format one option which you can use. You can also have an external inputs using this manual task, where if you need an approval for any particular actions, you can do that before taking any actions using playbooks. So you can do that as well, guys. I hope it's clear from here. On the playbooks, please throw any questions if you have any questions on playbooks, if any. I'll move to a particular third key point, key component within the Phantom platform. So here I go, sources, and then events. This is my this is a platform where I can do events and case management. Mainly, we start off by navigating to the main menu. Yeah. And then click on sources. You can click on the sources here. Excuse me, sources, and then from here to the taken the analyst, taken the analyst queue that has taken sorted. You can sort the filter here. You can do a filter. You can know the label, what label, all the from where this particular incidents are generating. If it is generated from SIM, it will be labeled as SIM. And if it is data source and data source, it will be labeled as in data source. You can filter via status, severity, sensitivity, even by owner. So you can check those as well. So clicking on this particular events, any events, you can even edit this particular filter where you can see this events, and even these are the particular filters, name of the filters. You can click new filter. You can create your own filter as well. Give a name and save this particular filter with your name on this. You can do that. Okay, so you can add subtract the fields here. Want to see more fields, you can see that. Okay, so if you click any of the incident, it will take you to mission control screen, where you can hold the user. You can do a user collaboration here. Here you can have all the users connecting to you. So say hi to everyone or sharp. If you want to point to John, so you can point it to John. So this is the user collaboration platform where you can collaborate with other Phantom users across your company, and you can do also case management within this particular platform from the screen, and analysts can review the output of any automation which has been done on this particular incident, take a notes, perform follow-up actions, and take decisions on the data as well. So this is the timeline here you can see, right? So critical information. So want to see, so you can see some of the artifacts of this particular incident here. Destination IP address. So if it's suppose I want to check whether these incidents have been carried out on how many data sources. So you can see total number of events, same events. This is rated as high. So same IP address has been triggered for this many events. How many actions has been taken on that particular data source. You can look out in here, and then particular related incident which has been triggered on this particular IP address that you can do. So that is from artifacts. You can do even timelines. Timelines I've shown here. You can see timely activity taken place on this event, where you can see all action, run actions, run playbooks, buttons, and actions, playbook buttons. Execute. You can execute your own manual task which is necessary on particular incident if you want to, if the analyst want to, just to test the playbook or the actions you want to run through. Okay, so in the no, in addition, there are this guidance. In long run, it learns over time and recommends mission critical playbooks or actions you want to run on this particular data. So it will guide you in short what actions you can take around the particular incident. It learns through your activity down the line, and then gives you recommendation, user actions, playbooks, and a valuable insight. Okay. So if you want to say, suppose to be escalated this particular case, then what you can do in here is you can directly click on this briefcase icon. Then you can open, say, different templates here, which we call it as case templates. Or different templates. Templates mainly define your internal processes for handling each case. So this is all depends on you. Depends on the company's standard processes around. So we here we're going to take only Nest case template at present, and then say save. So you can say now there this blue but the title bar turns to blue. It will add the task panel on the left side, which gives us the phases and task is given in that particular template. So each task you have to execute before you reach to end, just to complete this case environment. Okay. So analysts can follow that particular feasibility and break down the result of the work and do a mission control screen or case management in this case. So So that's it, guys. There are multiple cases. You can steps within each case is defined in the template. All the activity which has been done on that cases. If you see one activity is done, if I say mark complete and closing comment, say something, and then save. It should mark complete here, tick mark, and then activity should result in here. So marked, determined, and occurred. It's resolved. So one activity has been. So this is a collaboration part where all users can see what other user is performing, and then this is the guidance. So that is it, guys. Let me take you the final community portal. Any questions on until now on the Phantom demo? Whatever I've seen, all the three components, these are the major three components where analyst works and SOC environment works. You know how playbooks run, and then mission controls happens works through. So lastly, I want to talk a little bit about community portal, where you can, navigate to myphantom.us. Here's the community portal. You have to create your own credentials, where you can have multiple access to, all documentation, knowledge, video tutorials around it. You can see all the apps designed by Phantom and by third parties. Playbooks which are there in the environment, and then all the products you can download as well. Here you can download COUA file, you can download it here. And yes, that's it, guys. So they have also Slack channel. Once you log in, you will be sent an email with the Slack channel portal where you can log in, and they're all technical people sitting on that and chatting around all the key features, troubleshooting required, and tons of technical questions, guys, and on that Slack channel. So let me know how we can now help you get engaged with Phantom, guys, and let's see how we can be able to answer for you answer this thing. Let us start this with automation journey ahead. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Any questions? Please put on this. Ragda, are you there?
Yes. Thank you, Gaurav, and thank you everyone for your time. We hope you have delivered everything you are looking for. Please note we will be sending the recording session to your email ID along with the contact details of Gaurav, so you can write back to us if you have any more questions. Also, we have numerous webinar sessions lined up throughout the month. You will receive the invite from our site. You can register to any session you want to attend. Thank you again and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Ragda. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in.